Hi everyone, so let's get straight to it. I have a little haul that I've done for stitching specific, and so I thought I'd share that with you because I think this is the new hobby but we'll see. Right, so I got a new I've got the little cauldron that I got, what are these called, needle minders. I got a little cauldron from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I think I bought it through Amazon though, which I did the same with this one. But this is the Quilted Bear, which I've seen quite a lot of their products, and apparently they're quite a good brand as well. So I have this little mushroom, which I love. Isn't it cute? I decided this is kind of going to be another little add-on collectible thing that I'm going to have. Sorry husband, but that's where we are. So I also thought that when I'm working on projects, I actually find them really helpful. I wasn't sure whether it was just going to become a fad, like I was just going to have all the different ones because they're nice to look at and they're fun, but they are actually really handy when I'm working on a project for your needle, funny enough, which is what they're meant for, in case you get halfway through a project and you don't want to finish the stitching where you are in the middle of it. Then you can just pop it on there and it keeps it all together. You don't have to de-thread your needle and all that sort of stuff. Also, if you are putting your needles into your fabric all the time, it could not damage the holes, but sort of make them wider than you want them to when you come to actually stitching in that area. It may affect the look of it. So I think they are very handy things. So what I decided is I would slowly build up and get, you know, maybe one a month or something like that, and add to the collection because it will be a collection. But then I can add on ones that I like I love witchy, Halloween-y kind of stuff, but I love mushrooms. so I have a giant mushroom plushie in my room, you know, like a child, but I love him. And I thought this would work well for like an autumn project. The cauldron could be good for my Halloween one. You see where I'm going with this. I'm going to have one for all the seasons. I mean, it's just going to have to happen. You know, that's what I'm going to do. So, and then I thought I could have a couple of like everyday ones. So I might have like a dragon or a dinosaur or something like that. Because, you know, like I say, I love all the things. So, yeah, so I love this. It's a slightly different backing to the Caterpillar Cross Stitch one. But as long as it works, that's the main goal, right? So there's that. Then I also got this was just some fabric. I haven't, it said it's fat quarters, but these are like 25 by 25 centimeter ones. So I still can't get my head around what as stupid as it sounds, what a fat quarter is, because this was labeled as a fat quarter, but I think this is called a something else. This is not a fat quarter, so I don't know. But it's 25 by 25 centimeters, and there's a plethora of different colors in here, just off Amazon. Let's just go in, just so you can have a little look. So I just got some of the sort of like, there's a variety in here. Can't remember how many are in here, 36 maybe, but there's some neutral colors which I thought would be quite good for, you know, most projects. So sort of greys, some sort of dark beiges. They're okay. I mean, I still would like to get to Hobbycraft and just see what they have, because then I can actually feel the fabric, but this actually feels alright. It's quite thin, like it's not see-through, but I can kind of see through. So whether that's going to be a problem, I don't know, when making little cushions. But they're just nice kind of neutral sort of things. Like this you could use at a Christmas one. You know, a lot of these you could use all year. So there's sort of a black and white sort of section. This is harder to go through than paper, but and that's got more of a, well, I thought that was holly, but it's not holly. And then there's like a navy. So again, slightly different on some of them, but you know, you've got this sort of more neutral backdrop. I love the blues. So a lot of them are similar or same patterns, but they are in just like more neutral, like I say. Like that's slightly different. So one or two of them are different, but some same patterns. What's this one? Oh, I can't get it. Oh, little umbrellas. That's cute. And then of course I also went with this one because it's got some purple. I love purple. It's my favourite colour. So yeah, so very nice actually. They feel quite nice. It's actually the first time I took them out the bag, but you know, so love that. Then the next thing I did get this month was these guys. Now none of these were expensive, just the heads up. I think this was about 8 or 9 quid. But needle minders can be that kind of price. This I think was, I want to say it's about 10 or 11 quid for this pack. So again, not horrendous, especially that my projects are going to be kind of small at the moment. And then these were about 8 quid. so I didn't want to spend the money on the official brand, which is Nerge. They're apparently a very, very good brand of these sort of plasticky hoops. Theirs are more, they're like rounded squares, if that makes sense. But these ones I really love. The thing that I'm a little unsure of is the pink one is different to the rest of them. So most of them have like a sizing on here, so it gives you an idea of what size it is. So this is 90 by 130 millimeters in size. But the thing I like about them is that with most, like with the wooden one that I've got, the this thing is kind of in the middle there, and it's actually really difficult to get to, especially if you've got like dexterity problems and stuff. So this is kind of on that weird edge, so it's easy to get in and out of. Sorry about that, camera died. So it's obviously too hot to work. So what these ones are quite like, which is similar to, obviously not the same, but similar to the Nerge ones, it's got this almost like groove there, and then on the inside of this it's got like a beveled edge. So the idea is that you take the screw out, pop your fabric on, say this one, and then this you're wrapping it round like you would for any of them, but it kind of like links in, if that makes sense. Whereas say for example this one, I don't know why the one is like this one is just straight like your normal wooden hoop ones, and there's no markings on it, so my guess is this one just landed up in the wrong pile, but it's fine. I've actually used this on the Christmas piece that I'm working on, Christmas time I think it is, and this actually works really well. It's a nice size, this one, so I think these are going to be good. Not sure what I'm going to use this massive one for, because it is rather large. But I think the little blue one, and these are actually quite sturdy as well, so they're quite nice from trying to get the, you know, the screw in and stuff. But I think this is probably going to be a handy size. This is a, what was this one? This was 180 by 260 millimeters. I just don't know what I'm going to use this one for. It's enormous. So I didn't realise we quite like that size. But this is 230 by 330, so it's like 12 inches by just over 8 inches. So it's massive. So if I have a big project, in fact the Easterween one, I don't know if the fabric might fit this way because it's kind of a longer piece, so I might have to try that and see. But I really like them. I was skeptical because obviously they're a no-name brand again, because sometimes I think no-name brands are okay. Don't all come at me, but sometimes these things cost a lot, and if you are starting out as a brand new stitcher, or you just want to see if it's going to work for you, which is also why I have my no-name threads, because I didn't know if I was going to get into any of this. I didn't know if I was going to stitch on cards, or whether I was going to, you know, let the Spellbinders have their stitching dies. That was actually what started off, and then Nicole Spohr of course inspired everything else, so that's where I've got to. so it's her fault really. It's not really her fault. We love Nicole, but that's, you know, not everybody can just go and get the full branded products out there. So this is just another way to show you that actually sometimes you have, it is trial and error. I bought a set of round, they were plastic ones, a round set of 4 I think it was, round hoops, a good while ago now, and they were absolute rubbish, so I sent them back. You know, worst case you get it and you really look at it and you go, no, that's really not going to work for me, or it's just not that good, then send them back. that's the worst case you do, you know. And then as you get into it, and the more involved you get with it, and the more, you know, it becomes another hobby, then you can add to it, and you can add, you know, maybe for birthdays and Christmas, if that's how things work, then you can add them in that way instead of trying to do it all in once, because it can be pricey to start off with. Again, same with the fabric. That's why I went with just some fabric off, you know, off Amazon. It's a little thinner, yes, but it is cotton. So, you know, you just got to do your research and just see. Some things will be okay, some things will be really naff, and some things you'll have to send back. So I've done it. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So that was my little haul for this month. We are in June, I think. Are we still in June? I think we are. So that's my little haul for this. I do love the fabrics. I'm still working on finding another place to get the fabrics from, although I am keen to start looking at like a lot of the DMC fabrics and Zweigart. I've said that right. You can get a lot of those through Amazon as well, just in case that's something you feel more comfortable doing, because, you know, we all get used to Amazon. So I always get a bit nervy when it's a new shop online or something, even though it'll be something I've got recommended from, like, you guys talking in your videos and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm rambling now, which is quite normal. If you know me, you know that happens a lot. So I think that's it. So loving this. Like I say, I have used the pink one. Yeah, if I find something big enough for this one, I will definitely show you when it's in place. I just don't know. I mean, it is big, but we'll see what happens. So until next time, guys, bye for now. Happy stitching.